have my dear friend Glenda O'Halloran, who has just moved to Montrose. We are going to talk about lots of things. So before we get to that, on this Friday morning, we have some great events that are coming up, Glenda. So tonight, if you have not had a chance to see Fiddler on the Roof, you get another chance at Magic Circle Players. So it's so much fun to see your friends and family and a production here.
I went last night.
Oh, you did go last night, and what did you think?
It was fabulous.
Really?
Absolutely outstanding.
Are you going to sing something for us?
No.
No. So you've already heard it from Glenda that Fiddler on the Roof is fabulous. You saw that last night. You have a chance tonight and over the weekend. And then the farmers market. We're going to remind you guys every day now because you guys forget. I'll say you guys, we all forget that in the spring, in May, farmers market is open every Saturday. So you don't have to wait. So the winter hours are done. So every Saturday you can enjoy live entertainment, great local foods that's sourced, and other artistry that is at our farmers market every Saturday throughout the summer. And Glenda, it's been a long time for me. I know it's like just last year for you. But high school graduation, it's here.
2022.
It's a thing. I know. So the class of 2022 is graduating on, guess what? May of 2022.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. That is happening on Sunday. Unless you go to Peak, which is happening tonight. But Olathe and Montrose high school graduation is happening Sunday on May 22nd. So let's go out there and support our grads. And oh my gosh, we're going to have like adults in Montrose.
I'm doing the sober grad party as well.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Going to be dealing some blackjack.
Okay, so students, beware. She is a mean blackjack dealer. We even have our producer back there cracking up. He's like, oh gosh, these kids are going to go away crying. So, and then on the 26th, the Greater Montrose Chamber of Commerce, their business after hours, Glenda, it has turned into a thing. It is like the end-all, be-all event of the month. This month, it is going to be at Camelot Gardens. Everything is blooming. I hear the food is going to be great. They're going to have indoor and outdoor open. You can have some cocktails, some great food, amazing networking. So come out to Camelot Gardens for the business after hours on May 26th. Woo, that's a lot going on.
That is a lot going on. Busy weekend.
It is. And so, you know what? When people say there's nothing to do in Montrose, yeah, I remind them that there's quite a bit to do. Yes. So I am looking forward to meeting chatting with one of our newest residents, Glenda O'Halloran, talking about one of our favorite companies here, the Flower Moda Company. That's what brought her here. And a community calendar. I know there's so many things to talk about. We're going to be right back. At River Valley Healthcare Centers, we believe everyone deserves access to quality care. At our locations, you will find friendly staff and professional medical providers who are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Our goal is to meet the needs of our community by eliminating barriers to patients receiving quality medical, dental, and mental health care, as well as convenient access to a pharmacy. We're accepting new patients, so contact us today, regardless of your insurance and income status.
In Colorado, we come prepared to weather any storm, to choose to see obstacles as challenges that make us stronger and better. When things get hard, we face them, dig in, and rise above. That's why Alpine Bank is proud to call Colorado home. After all, everything we need is right here. You are Colorado. So are we.
Okay, and we are back on Montrose Matters Live. Glenda, I'm going to tell you something that you may or may not know.
Okay.
Montrose, she's scared, see, and she shouldn't be. Montrose Matters Live is underwritten by Alpine Bank, River Valley Health Centers, Elevate, and the real estate store. So this whole show is brought to you by all of those supporters and underwriters. And I think I forgot, I did say Alpine Bank because I'm using their cup. So this means that I have carte blanche to just ask you any question that I want because they're underwriters who are going to take care of it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But Glenda, you just moved to Montrose when?
April 1st. Well, a week before.
Okay, I was going to say, what an April Fool's jolt.
I know.
April 1st, 2022. And you moved here from the Grand Junction.
I did.
We don't see that very often.
Yeah, it's kind of reversed, right?
just a little bit.
I think it's the age, Tanya.
Don't tell me. I love the way you just pull me into this. Pull me in. So we did things reverse. I'm not going anywhere. So if it's reverse, I'm not moving to Junction.
Excellent.
Love our friends in Mesa County, but Montrose is home for us. So tell me, this is a huge change. You moved from the big city to, our quaint little town here.
Within like a week.
I know.
The transition happened very quickly.
What do you like the most about Montrose?
The San Juans.
Oh, yes.
I do. The views are just spectacular, but the people have just been very inviting, and I appreciate that very much.
And it was easy to find a place to live, right?
Actually, for me, it was. But it was.
Okay, you're going to get lots of calls and messages. It was easy for you to find a place to live.
I literally got the job offer and found a place to live within 3 days. And so to me, that was
an
just...
affordable place. So let me rephrase that. Did you find an affordable place to live?
I don't know what you consider affordable, because I don't think rents anywhere are affordable.
Well, that is a very good point. And I bet every realtor out there loves that you said that.
And I don't know if it's the right time to buy, so please forgive me. But I definitely found a great place, and I'm very happy in the little community I'm in.
Good. Are you south of town, north of town, center city?
I'm south.
South, okay. Yeah, so that's where all the shopping is, or a lot of the shopping.
Easy convenience.
You planned that accordingly.
Of course I did. No.
Now, we have so much traffic in Montrose. Have you been able to navigate that?
Yes, I've learned about the back way, and nobody knows the name of the street, but it's Hillcrest, which is kind of funny because I used to work on Hillcrest back in Grand Junction.
Yes. Now, I was joking about the traffic. There is no traffic in Montrose.
Oh, I don't know. Townsend is pretty busy.
Well, that's, construction. But when you come from a major city.
Oh, yeah, this is nothing.
No, it's nothing. And I literally just got back from Charlotte, North Carolina. Spent a long weekend there with my son, and I don't miss it. I love it. I love my friends. So anybody who's watching, I miss you all. I miss being on the lake. I miss those things.
Right.
But taking 45 minutes to get anywhere is absolutely just ridiculous. So we don't have that here.
No, I've been in Colorado for 25 years now.
Okay.
And I came from LA initially. But the traffic is nothing here in comparison. Like, it literally used to take you no less than 2 hours to get anywhere.
So my dear friend, do you know Sherry Warner from Camelot Gardens?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. So she wanted to tag along with me, as now most people know I'm a single parent now. My husband passed away some time ago, and so she was going to help me with Preston. And she says, Tanya, no, I will not come back here. I love your friends. I love this. But yeah, I really don't want to, be in a car for 35, 45 minutes to get down the road,
it's
5,
stressful.
10 miles.
It's stressful.
Oh, it is.
Not to mention with the cost of gas too. So.
Oh, I know.
Right.
But so anyway, as I, lose track of time here, what brought you to Montrose, it was a job offer.
Yes.
And tell us about your new position.
So I am now the Director of Marketing over at Flower Motor Group.
Okay.
I'm handling the marketing for the CDJR, which is Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
Okay. Can you say that fast 5 times? No.
CDJR, CDJR, CDJR.
Got it.
And then also the Flower Subaru store. And last but not least is our subprime market, which is the Montrose Auto Connection.
Okay.
And they're killing it. They're just doing a great job because the cost of cars are really expensive right now. So if you're going to get something new and change it up, if you go to Mac, it's probably a great place to go and find a replacement.
Is that what they call Montrose Auto Connection?
Mac.
Yeah. See, now we're learning all the internal jargon. I can walk in the CDJR and say, I was down at Mac and I saw this automobile and I think you can give me a better deal on a new one. And yeah, they'll boot me right out.
No, they won't. you're paying attention.
So, you went from, what I love about your story is that you went from corporate America to a family-owned business. How's it been? And you know that, Fletcher, are you watching? But no, seriously, how's it been?
It's been fantastic. The Flower family is very well established here, obviously, and they are the oldest car dealership in Colorado, Subaru-wise. And so they've been around for over 100 years. It's quite amazing.
Wow. But I don't think I knew that. The oldest in all of Colorado?
Correct. So they took it over from the Hartmans, because they're kind of related. And
see, I don't know this story.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's just a remarkable story. And even the Denver Post came down and did a story on them. And they have a little book, and I'll share that with you sometime.
Okay. Someone who would be more in the know here in Montrose should know this, but.
No, it's all good. But yeah, the job has been fantastic. Hit the ground running, and it's a lot of information. Brand new industry to me.
Right.
Sales and marketing is my life. It always has been, but never in the automotive industry.
And it's, boring every day, right?
Oh, yeah, so boring. I just sit around twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've had more meetings in the past month than I think I've had in the past year.
The other reason why we wanted you on the show, another thing that we like about just your story is, you're working for a local family-owned business, and obviously you're not family.
Right.
And so what I wanted to portray and show is that whether a business is brand new here or an established business, we are still recruiting people from outside of the area. And so Flower made a decision to bring in a local marketing person to handle all of their, entities, as opposed to using a out-of-state, ad agency.
So they did have an ad agency that was out of state.
Right.
And one of the things that they found was that they just couldn't connect them with the local community.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. So those sponsorships are really important to the Flower family and to Montrose, for all the different agencies and organizations that are looking for that extra support. So they were excited to bring somebody local in and make that happen. And I think it helped that I had already been working in the community, so I knew a few of those people already.
Yeah, you were coming down to Montrose, or is it? Yes, we're down, right?
Down, yes.
Okay. You were coming down to Montrose, a couple of times a month? And
definitely.
Yes. So,
sometimes more, depending.
Okay, secretly, were you wishing that somebody offered you a job and you could move to this beautiful community?
I actually had 3 different opportunities. Yeah.
So I guess you didn't have to secretly do anything.
I was planning on moving here anyway with my prior position, and this came to be. So like I said, everything just kind of happened. So I think it was meant to be that I was supposed to be here.
So how can we help you assist Flower? What can this community do? Because obviously Flower is one of the oldest dealerships in Colorado, but they have been a part of this community for decades, and they are just well respected. So we want to help them continue to grow.
Absolutely.
As well.
So come see us for any car situation that you may have, whether you're looking for a new car, a replacement car, or you need some service. We have the opportunity to help you in all those capacities. I think we have a great team. We've got the Subaru, like I said, and the Mack, and then the Jeeps, of course. Everybody wants a Jeep.
Right.
Supply chain is tight, but if you give us a moment, we might be able to help you out. Okay,
so they're feeling the squeeze like everyone else on the supply chain.
Yeah.
So I do know something that you may not know, and if you're aware of this, Glenda, then I'm going to say, okay, I just can't surprise you anymore. So years ago, and this predates me, there was a event on in fact, I think it was the Subaru location, where everyone got not everyone, they entered to get a key, and they gave out 10 keys. And if that key turned the car, then you owned the car. My understanding is it almost shut down Townsend Road, everyone trying to get in. And to this day, the person who won that car, that Subaru, still drives it and brings it into
For service?
For service.
That's
Did you know this story?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm going to elaborate on it. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We want to say thank you again to Alpine Bank, River Valley Family Health Centers, the Real Estate Store, and Elevate. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk about a community calendar when we get back.
Believe it, just like Gigfoot, zero-lag gaming does exist. The real myth now? Slow internet made you lose. So step up your game with Elevate Internet today.
At the Real Estate Store, we're a group of real estate professionals who share all forms of property brokering in an innovative way. Our expertise and experience makes us the best choice for buyers and sellers. Our brokers are ready to assist you, either in person or virtually. Come visit us in historic downtown Montrose and experience for yourself the difference of our personal, professional property brokers.
Okay, we're back in the studios on this Friday morning, and we're talking to Glenda O'Halloran, new to Montrose, Flower Motor Company's, what are you again, marketing director?
Yes, ma'am.
And she has already just gone gangbusters and wanting to help this community. So I got an email that as you are diving into all things, as far as sponsorships and marketing and so forth, what you're finding is that local organizations are having events on top of each other. No one knows, who's on first. And it was frustrating to you as you're trying to plan, and your giving and your time and sponsorship for, one of the largest companies we have here in Montrose. So tell me about your plan. What's your thought? What's your idea? How do we correct that?
So that's a good question, and I've come across several of you wonderful, amazing women in the community who have at least made an effort to make that happen. But yet still we have calendar after calendar that's out there, and none of them are really talking to each other. So I reached out to all of you lovely ladies.
We happen to be all ladies that she reached out to. So
and asked, how could we come together and collaborate and really just build one master that would serve the purpose for everybody. And haven't quite found the magic number yet or time and place, but I think slowly we're pulling in different people's information, and we will build something. We may piggyback off of something else, but my objective is to find a way to build a master calendar that will feed everybody else's.
Well, and that's going to be, so first of all, when I moved here and I was starting to create events and so forth, and this is when I was at the Daily Press. I mean, that, you would think we would know just about everything there. Well, I didn't. And, but someone contacted me and said, Tanya, there's a master calendar. And I said, oh, there is such a thing. Well, who knows where that went? And Glenda, I will tell you, I think that happens in every community because each organization has their own interests.
Right.
But as far as making sure that all of the entities that would support those organizations are aware of what's happening, it's important to have a master calendar.
I really agree with that. And I found this in other communities as well. There's sometimes a disconnect because everybody does have their own agenda, no pun intended. But at the end of the day, the chamber has one as well, and the newspaper has one, and the county has one, and
Our Town Matters has one.
Yes.
It's so, the city,
But everybody seems to have something else, and folks don't seem to know that you can go on most of them and add your event. That way people can see what's going on.
Right.
I mean, obviously they have a great resource with you because you tell everybody, but what's happening in the area. But honestly, it's a good place to have a resource available for everybody too.
So I was thinking about this issue, and even if we were not able to create this master calendar, and I'm not saying give up, don't.
Oh no, I'm not giving up.
But maybe one of the things we can do is have backlinks to each other's calendars.
That would be great.
So if everyone if all of those, I think we named 7 entities that have a community calendar, that there's a link that says for more community information, and it lists the remaining, 6 of them, that would at least be helpful in the, meantime.
Sure, depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for a nonprofit event or if you're looking for a community event or something for tourism. Big Head Todd is coming. I don't know how many people know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yep, they're coming to the Bridges, and it's a big event. And I'm meeting with Eric after this, actually, to see how we can further help him to sell more tickets.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what kind of music is that?
Big Head Todd?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, back from the 80s.
Oh well. Okay. Can't say I was listening to music in the 80s. If it was Barney. No, you're not old. You're just. You're well refined. You're
aged.
Okay, you are not Gouda cheese. Okay, let's.
Like a fine wine.
Exactly. Well, you may be a glass of champagne. All bubbly and effervescent, and so. Now you know what's on my mind at 9:20 in the morning.
That's
champagne
fantastic.
And cheese.
Mimosas.
And mimosas. We did. Well, that's a story. We'll talk about whiskey later, and we'll make sure there are no kids that are tuned in. So this, when we create this master calendar, I think it's going to help our community as a whole because Montrose is growing. We may or may not want to admit that, but as we attract organizations into town, we want to make sure that they are knowledgeable of what we have going on that's always been here, that has been part of the history of, Montrose. The San Juan Healthcare Foundation puts on a concert every single year. If you're new to town, you don't know that's one of the largest fundraising events, that we have. And
you guys have amazing events here, quite honestly.
Yes, we do. I'm quite proud of that. I love our little town, and it's not little anymore.
No, and some of the venues that you have are outstanding as well. I got to go and do a site visit at Storm King Ranch.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. Tara has done just an amazing job up there. If you haven't been up there, you need to go see it.
Well, I think I need to go visit.
Yeah.
Well, tell me this. What is Flower Motor Company? Is there anything on the horizon? Any big events that are about to happen? Any, you said they're 100 years old. Any anniversary parties?
Not right yet, but we do have a new building that we're putting together at the moment. So you're going to see a structure going up. As you're driving by.
Structure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where's this?
18,000 square feet, just to the north of the CDJR.
Oh.
We're putting in a new service building, so there's going to be 18 bays and bigger opportunities. Yep. So just to the north of our current building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what does that tell us? Does that mean that there's growth? There's more.
Definitely growth. We just want to make sure that we're able to service the community the way they need to be serviced. And so you're not, stacking in 6 bays that are service bays, now we'll have 18. And so that's pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So does that mean new hires, new employees?
Always. We're always looking for that. And that's one of the things, that people, when they think about automotive industry, they don't quite look at it as a career path.
Right.
But in fact, there are many opportunities in career paths. We have folks who have been working for the company for over 20 years who started, answering phones or cashiering, and now they've moved up into management positions.
Right.
So just the longevity of that, which speaks volumes about the family and how the culture of the business is.
Well, and one of the things that I truly want to bring awareness to, we are sometimes micro-focused on bringing in new businesses and new entities, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love that. I believe that is how a community will continue to thrive.
Absolutely.
But my concern is we are not acknowledging the local businesses that have been here for decades, or we don't do a good enough job acknowledging the local businesses that have been here for decades who continue to retain employees, which helps retain our standard of living here.
Correct.
And who also are bringing on new jobs. So even if there's 5 new jobs that go with this build out,
right,
that's significant, because if every local business here is bringing on all these additional jobs, then that is as significant as a new business coming and they're bringing in, they'll have 20 new jobs.
Well, and it helps keep our people here, right?
Yes, that's my, oh, trust me, that is my fear. I have a 9-year-old who's going into the 4th grade, and by the time he is an adult and out of college, I want him to look at Montrose and consider it homes still, that there's not other communities out there just trying to grab our kids and everything that we've grown here.
Sure.
So, you know, I'm extremely interested in family-owned businesses, how they are growing, what their plans are for keeping, you know, job growth a real thing.
Yeah, and recruitment and growth is really, really important. And right now, I think every business is struggling with recruitment for whatever reason that is. But you know, after the pandemic, I think we're all still kind of shaken up and trying to settle down a bit and figure out who we are again. And how to move forward, right?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, the buzzword in the next couple of years we will continue to hear is going to be retention. Absolutely. Because there are other communities who are attracting. If you have 2 people in a family and Bozeman, Montana is offering a job to 1, they both go. And so that's going to hurt us.
And the remote opportunities. You know, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday at Power Lunch, and he was telling me, you know, our business model is that we're based in Missouri, but we can go out and be anywhere we want.
So I think I know exactly who you're talking to.
And they opted to be here. So, you know, it's just lots of changes in our environment.
Oh, I agree. Well, Glenda O'Halloran, we are so excited for you. Thank you for being a part of this community. We are thankful for Flower Motor Company for being just such a strong anchor business in this community, and we look forward to another 100 years with them.
Excellent. Me too. Me too. Well, not 100.
Let's make it a great day in Montrose, everyone.
Thank you.